Let me out! Let me out! I didn't do anything wrong! I don't deserve to be in here! Nobody's there. Well, I'm tired. I should get some sleep. But as soon as I wake up, I'm going to escape from this place. That's a promise. Huh? Where am I? Great. What happened here? That hardly looks good. Huh? What's that? I know I should probably talk to someone, but I want to know what that is first. Oh, hello?
Winterhold's glory days may lie behind it, but the college lives on. Mirabelle will be...
I'll be there. I saw a door back here, though. I wonder what it's for. There is a door here. It's just further down. Where am I? There's not gonna be anyone here, right? Hmm. This is just... So, that woman said that Mirabelle was waiting for me. But who is that, I wonder? Perhaps she was the woman up there. Perhaps I have to speak with her. So, who is this?
Much knowledge lies within the college's walls. The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated.
I should have talked to those people down there. I don't know what happened here, but something did happen.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Yes, of course. I'm simply trying to understand the reasoning behind the decision.
You may be used to the Empire bowing to your every whim, but I'm afraid you'll find that Thalmor received no such treatment here. You are a guest of the college, here at the pleasure of the Archmage. I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, of course. The Archmage has my thanks.
Very good. Then we're done here.
Hello?
Welcome to the college.
I was told to come see
Another
you.
new student. I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin?
I'd love to have a look in.
Please follow me, and don't wander off. The College of Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanium is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if
Restoration
you'll
is a
please follow
perfectly
me,
valid
I'll show
school
you
of
the living
magic, and
quarters.
don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared.
Hmm.
I think the college is due for a change in leadership.
Okay.
Why are my research materials constantly disappearing?
So I'm going to a school now. A magic school, it seems. A college, in fact. I didn't even know magic existed. I just woke up and I was here.
Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment.
Hmm.
I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments.
Delicate experiments. Alright. We're in.
Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly.
Hmm.
This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions.
Alright. I'm gonna grab some things, as they might be useful. What are these? Maybe salt. I'll read that later. I'll have to put on my robes now, right? My uniform. That's what I'll do. I'm not gonna wear the hood right now. But I can later. I will indeed, though. But what? I have a set of boots in there. Ooh, I have a staff. I'll collect some food, but food here. Technically, we got some good food here. Alright.
Let's hear it.
Maybe.
Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards.
So you can cast a few spells. Am I supposed to be impressed?
No.
Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
Alright. I'm new to this, you know? Hello?
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of
I
practice and
can't
study.
control magic.
And what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. That gives a chance to show you what we can do.
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do? Well, your classmates certainly seem to disagree with you.
Yeah.
Oh, don't listen to her. We can do it. Just give us a chance.
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells?
No, I'm not familiar with any.
That's all right. I can teach you a very basic ward, one that's enough for the purposes of this lesson. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go.
All right.
Over there
Here we are.
is just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way.
Here.
Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns are not on mine.
I have a map on me, right? So where's Sarthal? I have to go here then. I should talk to the people around here to figure out what's going on. I'm very new. Perhaps the best thing is to go down. Maybe I can talk to my classmates soon. Or maybe I should just talk to them now. I do this a lot. They do. Hello?
New here too, eh? It's good to see another Nord. I feared I'd be the only one. Almost doesn't feel like Skyrim, being so far away from the rest of the world here.
Yeah, why aren't there
Magic
more?
is shunned by most. If it can't be swung over your head and used to crack skulls, most Nords want nothing to do with it. Magic is seen as something for elves and weaker races. Until next time.
Really? Perhaps I should follow them.
Before you even ask, yes, I have an ancestry steeped in magic, and no, I don't want to talk about it. Yes, I know Winterhold used to be full of my kind, and no, I don't care that they're all gone now. Does that cover everything?
What?
I've just been asked enough questions. I'm here to learn, not to explain myself over and over.
I understand.
Forgive me. I didn't mean to assume.
Do you know anything about Sarthal?
Not really. Just that it's very, very old. It was one of the first cities of men in Tamriel, I think.
So do you like it?
So far. If only because no one is telling me how great I ought to be. I just want to learn. I don't want to think about what's expected of me.
What do you
I
think
know I
about
don't like the way he looks at me. I can't tell if he expects me to blow myself up or to try and murder him. But he clearly doesn't trust any of us. I'd better get going.
Me too. We've gotta hurry to get to Sarthal, right? I don't know where Sarthal is, but I'll reach there eventually. Oh.
College is a bit of an oddity in Skyrim. Magic isn't something.
Hello?
You are new, yes?
Yeah.
Have you mastered the expert level distraction spells?
No. But I will.
This is good. But Jezargo will know them first. It is good to finally be around mages who may be able to keep up with Jezargo. Oh yes, Jezargo hopes to find things that will make him a more powerful mage here. Hopefully small things that fit inside pockets and will not be noticed if they are missing.
Not everything is...
Oh, but you are wrong. The only reason you could disagree is because you are losing so badly you cannot see it.
Huh? Okay.
There is much for Jezargo to be sure of. There is skill in magic, there is charm, and there is a strong will. Jezargo will be successful. Of this there is no doubt.
Alright then. Bye, Jezargo.
Nords they won't say much, but most people have very strong opinions about the college and those that study here.
What do you know?
I know he's from the Thalmor, and that he claims to be here simply as an advisor. I also know that no one really believes that. I've been trying to avoid him, honestly.
So
I know he's from the Thalmor. I also know that no one really believes that.
So why do
Nords look at the evidence. Nords generally don't trust magic, so it's not off to a good start. Throw in the Oblivion Crisis, which was caused by magic users, and the troubles now with the Aldmeri Dominion, who are elves and magic users. And finally, take the fact that the college is the only thing left standing after most of Winterhold was destroyed. It's all fairly damning. I'd better get going.
It was destroyed.
If you're an Imperial spy, better turn around right now.
Okay.
Another quiet day. Winterhold belongs to Skyrim, not the Imperials or the mages. Staying out of trouble, kinsman. Winterhold belongs to Skyrim, not the Imperials or the mages.
Well, of course not. The mages own the college.
Skyrim could not be more different from elsewhere. Magic is the same no matter where you go.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope.
Thank you. So it's this way. I've never been to Sarthal, but... Oh, there's the statue. How do I know what that is? How do I know what that is? How do I know what that is? How do I know what anything is? Check the map again. If I keep going down this path, I can perhaps make it to Sarthal quickly. Just out of curiosity, I'm still going to right. Oh, it seems I'm here. I have arrived. There's some food. How long do you think it will take for them to arrive? I suppose I could explore before they get here. Perhaps that's not a good idea, but I'm curious what I'm getting myself into. Yes. I guess if one of your classmates were attacked, then perhaps the attackers would be considered dangerous. Hey, we caught up with everyone. She might be a bit. We should wait for her, right? We are going to wait for her, right? Hey, you going? Perhaps we should wait.
It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education.
What are we looking for?
Anything. Anything at all that might be of interest. That's why I adore this location. We have no idea what we're going to find. And if along the way my message about the dangers of magic should happen to sink in for a few students, that would be a happy coincidence. We're particularly interested in the prevalence of magical seals placed on the tombs here. It's rather unlike anything we've encountered. All right, then.
I'm gonna wait for her. I hope that she'll be here soon. She's here.
This is better than sitting around talking about magic, don't you think? This is exciting, isn't it?
Are you nervous?
Why? Because it's old and full of dead things?
Yeah.
Clearly, you've never spent any time in Morrowind.
No, I haven't. Sorry.
Until next time.
But didn't you say that there's a volcano eruption there? Wait, where did I get that information? I thought someone said it, but I don't know.
This is better than sitting around talking about magic, don't you think?
Well, I suppose you'll be in soon, right? I'll go in now. Wait, with everyone else, we're waiting for you.
Who knows what we might find in here? Until next time.
I find it hard to believe this excavation was approved.
You're not happy about being here.
There's no chance anyone in authority approved this. Our ancestors should be allowed to rest in peace.
We're not bothering them. They're already dead. Though I do suppose it's not that good of an idea to just walk into someone's grave, into some graveyard. Bad things always happen in graveyards.
It's always...
I think we're ready to go.
Please stay close to me while we're inside. It should be safe, but it's always better to be cautious.
I agree. So, we're going in.
As some of you may know, Southall was one of the earliest Nord settlements in Skyrim. It was also the largest. Sacked by the elves in the infamous Night of Tears, not much is known about what happened to Southall.
Not much is clear, isn't it? You said it was sacked by thunder.
This is an exciting opportunity for us to be able to study such an early civilization and magic things.
Yes, am I blocking the path? What's going on here? Hello? Hey. Alright. Don't look at me. That.
Please be careful here. The site isn't entirely secured.
Now what?
Well, are there any questions before we begin?
I don't have any.
Ah, yes. Well, why don't you see if you can assist Arniel Gain? He's one of our scholars, here working on cataloging our finds. I expect he'd appreciate some help in locating any additional magical artifacts here in the ruins. Any enchanted items will do. The usefulness of the enchantment is irrelevant. If you find anything, the class can look it over. Now let's see. What shall we have the rest of you do?
I wonder if everyone else would be so happy to rifle through the bones of their ancestors.
Why do you think we're here?
Hopefully, we can learn something from the experience. How the ancient Nords used magic. Maybe even what happened to this place.
To think, my ancestors destroyed the homes of Onwin's ancestors. So much bloodshed. Until next time.
Jazargo finds nothing but dust in these ruins.
So why do you think we're here?
Because Toftir says so. He says there are things to learn here.
Oh, just because he says so.
Research that area over there. See if you residual energies, alive or undead. Jazargo, what shall we have you do? Why don't you verify that we're the first ones here? Look for any amount of tampering with the tombs. All right, everyone. Let's be careful, but have fun.
I'm gonna go find him now. We're deeper than ever. There's gotta be something important here about weather. I've never picked a lock before. That's clear. What? Okay. Is there a way out? Laura's words. I'm looking for someone, but there's nothing here. Not even a person. There's no one anywhere in sight. Down. So,
can you imagine what it was like living here so long ago? First men in Tamriel. Here.
Do you think there's treasure here? Something to make Jazargo a powerful wizard?
No.
Jazargo finds nothing but dust in these ruins.
To think, My ancestors destroyed the homes of Onwin's ancestors. So much bloodshed.
Where's that scholar going?
Please be careful here. The site isn't entirely secure.
It's going to take forever to sift through all this. He asked far too many questions about my research. I think the Thalmor are trying to steal my work.
What?
I haven't told him anything, of course. What I'm doing is far too important. Can't breathe a word of it. What? Ah, yes. You. I remember you. You're going to help? That's fine. Just don't make a mess of my work. I've only looked through a portion of this section. You can look around in the chambers just north of here. Try and be careful, all right? We don't want to damage anything. Just round up the rest of the magical artifacts so that I can catalog them. All right.
Will do. So I'm looking for magical artifacts. There's like 4 of them, apparently. They're tiny rings. They're small. I must find the last ring. It's hard to see them all in the dark here.
Please be careful here. The site isn't entirely secure.
Straight I can see. It doesn't appear that there is another ring.
What in the world was that racket? Is everything all right?
Yeah.
How in the
trap.
world did that happen?
I took an amulet.
Really? Perhaps the amulet is important somehow. Is there some way you can use it?
I suppose I should equip it, no?
See that? Some kind of resonance. You and the wall. It must be connected to the amulet. I wonder what effect might your smells have.
It's going to take forever to sift through. I see. It probably doesn't even matter now, what with the mess that's been made in here. I'll add this to the rest of the items. I don't think there's anything further I need from you. Until next time.
I'm very interested.
I don't think that we should be here.
I'm not sure what to expect here. Well, would you look at that? This appears to lead somewhere. Let's see where it goes. Why in the world would this be sealed off? What is this place?
More burial area, I suppose. Whoa.
Those are College of Winterhold. Hold, mage, and listen well. Know that you have set in motion a chain of events that cannot be stopped. Judgment has not been passed, as you had no way of knowing. Judgment will be passed on your actions to come, and how you deal with the dangers ahead of you. This warning is past you because the Psijic Order believes in you.
The Psijic Order?
You, Mage, and you alone, have the potential to prevent disaster. Take great care and know that the Order is watching.
I swear I felt something rather strange just then.
Yeah.
What just happened? I'm afraid I didn't see anything. Can you tell me more about what you saw? The Psijic Order? Are you quite sure about that? That's very odd. And danger ahead? Why, that doesn't make any sense at all. The Psijics have no connection to these ruins.
Perhaps.
And no one's seen any of their order in a long time. Perhaps we should take a look inside these coffins. Now, please do be careful. Who knows what we're going to find?
Rather. What's a
They were a
secret?
group of mages with a history that predates the Empire. Very powerful, very secretive. No one's seen them in well over 100 years. They vanished, along with their sanctuary on the Isle of Artaeum. I have no idea what connection they'd have to this place.
Me either. So, why are they colored?
I have no idea, but it's fascinating. Assuming it's true, of course. The Isle of Artaeum disappeared over 100 years ago, and no one has seen them since. And yet now, suddenly, they've chosen to contact you. Why, it's intriguing. If nothing else, I'd take it as a compliment. The Psijics have only ever dealt with those they feel worthy.
I understand.
Until next time.
Don't tell me there's gonna be more.
I may be old,
That one didn't open.
This is simply fascinating. This is simply fascinating.
Yeah. Yes. I'm waiting for you.
Never seen anything. This in Nordic ruins before. Why just all these mountains? This bears closer inspection. I'd like to stay a while and examine this. I've never seen anything like this in Nordic ruins before. Why just look at all these coffins. This bears closer inspection. Be prepared to defend yourself. All right then. This is simply fascinating.
There's no leaving now. Deeper into Sarthal we go. I don't know what to expect here. I know is that it could be disastrous. I should perhaps equip something more armor. No, no. I'm gonna need to get someone to help me.
I'll be amazed if we find anything useful here.
Oh, we're gonna find a lot of useful things here. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna get some help. Hired help, perhaps. I don't have that much money, but I will find help. Nonetheless. Why am I being chased down by this tiny rat? Goblin. Isn't it a goblin? That's a goblin, right? Yeah. This isn't the time to be joking. That is a goblin.